Greetings and welcome to the World Numismatic News' Jefferson Nickel Varieties You Should Know. In this, the 7th episode of this ongoing series, we'll take a closer look at a few of the different and interesting Jefferson Nickel varieties from 1954. One of the more prominent repunched, or to be more precise, over mint mark varieties for the 1950s is assuredly the 1954 S over D variety. It is also one of the easier varieties to spot, as the initial D mint mark was punched directly south of the final placement of the S. Curiously, to the extent of my knowledge, a full steps example of this variety has yet to be discovered. To identify it, simply look towards the bottom of the S for the remaining portion of the lower D. A very simple and easy coin to identify in both lower and mint state grades alike. In an earlier die state, the straight bar of the D can even be detected in between the lower serif and the upper curl of the S. But this does tend to fade away in later die states. In June of 2019, an NGC graded example like this at a grade of MS66 was sold at auction for $336. As one of the lesser known varieties, this is one especially that many collectors tend to overlook. Granted, it is a proof-only variety, so you are unlikely to find it while coin roll hunting. Rather, it can be discovered as an undiagnosed variety in raw or graded coins, or in the original US Mint flat pack. What we are discussing is the 1954 proof nickel with the re-engraved obverse die. You see, when the obverse die was polished to a proof finish, it was done a little too enthusiastically, as a portion of the detail, especially on Jefferson's hair ribbon, was almost erased. To rectify this, the detail was then re-engraved by hand on the working die itself. Looking at the ribbon, you can clearly see that the outline was retraced by hand to emphasize the design. This variety is known in multiple die states as well. In 2017, a very nice PCGS graded Proof 66 example of this variety was sold at auction for $564. So then, having discussed a repunched mint mark and a re-engraved die, I think it only fair to look at a double die as well. In this case, it's an example of Class 8 doubling, where the initial hubbing likely failed due to a slight tilted hub and or die. The offset was corrected and the hubbing then completed. In this case, it results in a small portion of the steps of the building being doubled in a diagonal orientation just above and in between the N and the T of Monticello. Now, the coin's die state does affect how severe the doubling displays on the coin, so it can be either just a single line or in fact multiple lines forming full steps. Rather early on in 2018, a PCGS graded example of this variety with a grade of MS65 was sold at auction for $240. If you like Jefferson Nickels, then remember to watch the rest of the videos in this series as well. Subscribe to WNN and activate notifications with the bell icon so you'll know when new videos are released. For the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman saying a heartfelt thank you for watching, and of course, keep collecting and have a great day.